Hey there everyone, and welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. My name is Constantine, and today I am going to be continuing our journey into the lovely world of Dyson Sphere, where we are building a factory with the final purpose of being able to mine, if we can call it like that, our star. Build a energy mining device around the star. So in order to do that, we need to build a lot of things. And last time we started with building the first automation line to turn iron ore into ingots. And in the meantime, I have completed a similar thing for the copper in a BTS over on this side. So we now have copper and iron ingots in both of these things. So the further process in automating everything now is to go for basic assembly processes. Yeah, so basically these machines, the assemblers, are where we actually turn various components into other components. So in order to build that, we're gonna need some more parts. Yeah, and some of them are gonna be these. So we need some more gears. Yeah, so we can grab some of this. So what we can do is uh, press shift or control, and it picks up all of the materials of the same type in there. Yeah, so if I press control, it just grabs everything. So in the meantime, while these things are being made, and over on this side we're making some of these as well. Yeah, that's what we can do to build the assemblers. Now the smelters at this point can only smelt these couple of materials. Yeah, we're gonna be needing magnets too, so I should probably set up another line somewhere around here. So another miner to grab some more materials from over here. Yeah, so we can so what you're doing here is you press, there we go, so we've unlocked the, yeah, so in order to do smooth rotation, you gotta have shift clicked, yeah, and you keep R and it rotates it automatically. And this will allow us to grab this thing as well. However, it does some sort of collision for some reason. I'm not exactly sure what it's. It's colliding with the actual mineral ore. Okay, that's unfortunate. That's okay. We'll do this for now then. Okay, so let's BTS it a bit and build that additional line for making the magnets. So a useful thing to remember in this game is that it has a lot of really cool fast building implementations. Like for example, if I want to copy this thing exactly the way it is with its recipe and also with the added sorters, is I just shift click on it and it adds it exactly the way it is. And if I press R, it copies it. Yeah, and it's perfect. And we can do the same for all of these things as well. Yeah, so we can do this and then shift click and copies it and puts everything in there. And I'm just gonna be putting an addition, not conveyor, I need another sorter. Yeah, and then on the other side we can build these. Yeah, so now we are making the magnets as well, and I hate this planet because it's always night. God damn it, always night. Right, so we have, so it's doing the exact same thing, including the actual space for these things. Better get away to remove that noise. So now we're making these primary materials as well. And the Research completed, and we can also build assemblers. So let's build a few assemblers as well, so I can show you how to build more advanced components and parts. So with the assemblers now built, we can actually put one down, so I can show you what it's all about, and we'll choose a recipe. So some of the basic things that we can do around here are gears, magnetic coils, and circuit boards. Yeah. So let's say we choose the circuit boards. Yeah. So we need both iron ingots and copper ingots. Yeah, which is really cool because we got them. So what we can do is we can bring in the necessary stuff to make these. So what we got to do now is bring in the necessary components. So in this case, we're gonna have to bring in the copper over on this end. Yeah, and then the iron over on this other end. And connect that to here. See, so you can see that basically if we put it over here it says 1.5 trips per second. If we put it over here it says 0.75 trips per second. So that means that it can only bring one component every 75. Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to make sure that you put in everything that's needed. So this thing needs 2 iron and 1 copper, so it's perfect because the copper is going to be brought in faster. So that's all good. So what we can do now is we can do this, and as long as we have the lines put into place, she'll be able to replicate the things as long as we have these, which we don't. Click and done, and it's gonna do it automatically with the recipe and with all the things in. Yeah, and what we can do is in order to make sure we got enough power, we can do this. So we'll put it over here, and it's gonna be doing that. And over on this end we can build another line where we can actually take out the other components. This is where the actual things are gonna come out. Yeah, and we'll be building a nice little storage facility like so over here. And we don't have any more conveyors. Sweet. We'll be making some of that, and I'll bring in the rest of the conveyors. And the components are here, and we are making the fancy circuit boards. Yes. Alright, so what you want to be doing is making sure that you automate everything that you can as soon as you can, yeah? Because what you want to do is you don't want to be making these things constantly, yeah? Having to make everything in your own replicator, make even buildings, conveyors and sorters and all that kind of stuff, especially the basic materials. So as soon as you can make them and automate them, that is, make sure you can do that. So a major issue that we're having right now is the fact that we don't have automated conveyors. Yeah. So conveyors are, and the sorters themselves. So these are major sore points for us. So in order to actually make the conveyors, we need gears as well, and gears are made in another assembler. So what I'm going to be doing now is, now that I've made that for demonstration purposes, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to build another assembly line for gears. So what I can do is, no, later on I can show you that some really cool stuff. The fact that there's this brand new thing that you can do in upgrades called mass construction. And actually I think I'm gonna activate that because we need that. Because what that does is allows you to do blueprints. And blueprints are a really neat way of actually building stuff uh, automatically and faster. It allows you to just copy existing buildings and all of the patterns and put them in brand new places. So without having to build everything, with just one click you build this entire line. Okay, but in the meantime, let's build another assembly line for the gears. And you know what? I think I am going to be building them over here. For the all intents and purposes, I'm just going to be building them over here. And I think I'm going to be doing this over here like so. Yeah, could have just built one, but you know, we'll do this, and this. And then we'll do another line here where we put the actual thing. Yeah, so we'll do gears and we'll copy the recipe and we'll put it over here. We'll put a nice little thing here, and then in logistics I'll build another, see, another problem with the fact that I don't have enough sorters, which we will soon because I am gonna be automating the crap out of everything. And there we go, another little problem. And I don't have any more Tesla towers either. That's pretty cool. We'll grab this, put it over here, and now we should be able to bring in all of the gears. Yes. So as you can see, I'm already getting a bit of a problem here because I'm running out of material because I'm using more than I'm actually needing, that I'm producing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dismantle this. I'm gonna grab all the materials, and what I'll be gonna be doing is I'm gonna copy this. Actually, no, I need to put in the line first. Yeah, so put the line first, put it over here, and make things super simple. Shift click and 1 and 2, and we got a bit of a problem here. And oh, sorry, 3. I didn't need to do that. There we go. And then we can put another Tesla tower over there as soon as we make it. We need to make another Tesla tower. And also mass construction blueprints. Blueprint library. Control C and Control V. Yes. Okay, so now we should be good in terms of production of all of these things. But the problem is that we're not making enough of these because we don't have enough power. We need to make some more power. So a big problem that you will have initially is the fact that you're constantly running out of core energy. So what you can do is you can mine pretty much all of the biofuel around you, and then what you do is you press C, then you shift and click, put all the plants and all of the wood inside and the organic crystals inside the core, the fuel chamber that is, and you will be able to basically get all the things. In order to queue things like this, you just click shift and you hold it, and then you right click wherever you want to be doing all of the mining. Okay, so with all of this now being done is you've seen that we can make some pretty cool things in terms of these. Yeah, so what I can do is I can try to make some blueprints next. Yeah, so the way I want to do things is you can select things in here or not. Yeah, but what we can do is, because I want to make them as cool as I can, we're gonna be doing something really interesting on the side. Actually, depending on what you want to do, you can use various things. But for the time being, I'm gonna be putting in some basic things. Yeah, like I'm gonna be doing no, I think a unit like that would be nice. Okay, so let's try this out. So first of all, things that require two components. Yeah, we can do it in a really cool fashion. So we can do lines like so. Yes. And I don't have conveyors. The joy of conveyors. I do have gears. I don't need you to make gears because I have them. There we go. Can make as many gears as I want. So the blueprint system works pretty interestingly. And actually this is an oil node as far as I'm concerned. Isn't it? Yeah, so we're gonna having some... Ah, no, it's fine. Right, so what I want to be doing is this. In the meantime, I'll be building a few more of these. And we can do this. I'll put an assembler right over here. Yeah. I'm gonna be doing it just like so. One over here. Yeah, and then I'll be putting in another line over here. Because the way this works is a really cool way. Yeah, I think I can do that. So in order to make things as good as you can make these scalable to very high, lengths and sizes. So over on this end, we'll be having conveyors coming in with basic materials, yeah, that go this way. However, because I'm gonna add them up, I don't know when I'm gonna actually stop. So the way we can do this thing in order to make them really cool is to bring the other conveyor backwards, yeah, like so. And what you can do really cool is bring the conveyor backwards like that, and you can put a nice little storage area over here, yeah, and that will make sure that what you do always stacks and scales, yeah. And we can do that just like that, really nice and easy. And this is for, storing items that you want to have locally. Whatever you do after this with this item, that's your concern. You can take it somewhere else, you can, put it somewhere, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so what you can do is then bring that out, and then over on this side bring these in. Yeah. And then over on the other end, we can do something similar, but we're going to be doing things a bit differently. Yeah, we're going to be putting in a machine. Where is it? There we go. And we're going to get out of that because it's preventing us from doing what we want. In order to make sure that we have things on both ends, where's logistics? We're going to be putting things one over here and one over here. So now we're pulling on both sides from both lanes, yeah? And then we can do the same thing over on this end. Yeah. And we can do something similar to what we have here, in that we can bring this like so, and then if you press T, no, it wasn't T, sorry. If you press, no, it wasn't T. What was the thing? No, I think it was, yeah, there it says lift one level, so you got to press the up arrow, yeah. And the reason why I want to do this is because we want to bring the conveyor up so we can bring in the materials over on these two, yeah. So we can do this like that, and then you press down, so you bring the conveyor down into here. Actually, I want to bring it like so, and then over on this end I'm gonna bring it like that. Yeah, so what we do here is we actually, and there we go, put some materials in. We bring in all of the materials into this bad boy. Yeah, and that's really good because then what we can do is we can bring in things like so. Yeah, bring things in from both sides. So that's really cool. And then we'll bring this like that. Yeah, and then what we can do is we can put another one over here as long as we had the sorters. We seem to be having some issues with the sorters. Yeah, we'll put another one here and another one of these over here. Yeah, and it's nice and simple. And for power, we're going to be bringing one of these guys. So we're going to be having one over here to start, so we cover all of these things. Yes. And that is your base. There we go. No, it's over here. Like that. And like that. Yeah, so that will be your basic starter. Where is it? We're gonna be up to here, over here. We're gonna delete this. So you press X and it just does this automatically. So that's gonna be your basic starter 4x4. It's a 4x4. It's a 2x2 assembler station. So what that does, it's fully integrated. It has the power that it has needed, and it has the storage. And from here on, you can take it to wherever you want to. Yeah. So what we can do now is we can actually copy this and make this into a nice little blueprint. I've never done this before. It's the first time I'm actually doing blueprints. So apparently the blueprints are over here, and you've got a library. And what you can do is you can create new blueprints. So create a blueprint, and this takes you into this. So I think it's called God mode that you built. It's a complete top-down view. So what you do is you can individually click on buildings, and it has just the buildings. Yeah, and then you click on the sorters and the conveyors and the individual things that you want to do, and it just creates the whole map. Yeah, and over here to the right it adds all of the buildings that you've got to it. You can put a name to it, you can put a thumbnail text, some description, and some other stuff. But in our case, what we want to do is want to copy all of it. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll reset, and I'll just left click, sorry, on a corner. I'll select all of our stuff. I'll left click again, and that just basically creates the blueprint with everything that's in it. Yeah, the problem is that right now we have a limit of only 60 components per blueprint. Yeah, because of the level. So this is going to be very problematic for me to copy because we're going over the limit. Yeah, but in order to actually make it, I think we can actually do it. So we'll just call it a 4 AC 2 lines. Yeah, for A to L. You can put that. I don't know if it's gonna work. We're gonna choose an icon for it. We're gonna say assemblers, and you can actually put multiple layouts in here. Yeah, so you can put 2x1, 1x2, 2x2, like that. So I guess we can probably put the layer in here, and then we can put, I don't know, some other stuff in here if you wanted to, but I think for the purpose of what we're trying to do, a 1x1 should be sufficient. Yeah, and it's fine, and that should be good. And I think we could actually save this blueprint, and we've got it for ASCII 2 lines. Yeah, so now there we go. Quit the assembly, and if we go to the blueprints and we double click on this, it allows us to actually build the blueprint anywhere. But you need to be able to actually build as many of the facilities that you have. So you can create the blueprint, but in order to actually put them down, you won't be able to do that because it doesn't allow you to do it based on the limit. So in our case, in order to do that, I need science. That's 150. That's going to be problematic. But for the intents and purposes of what we have right here, we're just going to leave this here because I've built it. And I've built the actual assembly. And now it's good. Yeah, and you can do something similar with some of the other things, yeah? We can build assembly for these if we wanted to. So if I wanted to copy these bad boys, what I can do is we can go in the blueprint and we can create another one, and what I can do is I can copy these like so, and I can just do this. There we go. And that should allow me to make 6 of these with a belt and the sorter and that. Yeah. So that, and actually I think I am going to be putting in these 2 because I want to be able to do all of that. And again, it's 61. So what I can do is I can right click on one of the elements that I want to take out, and that's going to bring me down to the 60 that I need. So what I can do is I can do 6 smelters, 6 smelter, there we go, and we can put the smelter blueprint. I'm going to put 6s, and then we can save the blueprint. So we got 6 smelters. So what I can do now is I can double click on this and I can take it and put it wherever I want to do this type of thing. Yeah, the problem is that it's actually going to copy the recipe as well. So if I want to actually have the proper blueprint, I should not have any recipes in it, you know, if I want to do a universal one. But that's fine. So that basically brings us to the end of this episode, where we've covered how to build assemblers and more complex parts, add an assembler, and also the all too important and very, very useful blueprint system, which is extremely good to do things. Okay then, so that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching again, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.